Welcome to an experience powered by Pipe TV.
Powered by Pipe TV.
Hello. Welcome. This is Pipe TV. I'm your host, Shahndor.
And I'm Suella. It's so nice. You gotta say it right.
And we have with us here,
Buddy Wike, like a bike, but with a W. Hey, how you doing, miss?
he's so cool.
Want to come in the interview with us for a few seconds? They're only going to ask you a question.
Well, welcome. We're here today in Brooklyn. We're at 79th Street, and we're interviewing Intro today, as you can see. So it's going to be a crazy day today, you know?
This is a documentary.
I'm so hyped. We got the documentary, music, lyrics, and life produced by
Talk
Jay
about
Billions. We spoke about this over 8 years ago, and we just kept building on it. And 2 years ago, prior to the pandemic, we kicked it off and we started redoing it. Yeah, we are here. It's done, and shout out to Jason. He's been all over the place.
Big shout out to Jason.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm super excited, man. I'm a fan. I remember Intro. I still remember some of the lyrics. So this is different for me. You know, different way to meet them, should I say?
That's awesome. My family just rolled up. I knew that was them coming around the corner.
But it's a blessing to have you here tonight.
It's a blessing to be here.
And to actually be a witness of this documentary. And
thank you.
I'm grateful to. Do you have anything any special parts of this that you want us to stay closely and pay attention to in this documentary?
Well, particularly on rest in peace to Kenny Green. Jason
God
got
bless.
an opportunity to go out to Alabama and meet with his mom and tape her and get her words and stuff in the documentary, and they shed light on the phenomenal talent that he was. A lot of people don't know the accomplishments that he did in the music industry. So
in this documentary, we will
you'll learn a lot about Kenny Green in this documentary. There's my brother right there. Rest in peace to Kenny Green. We got my brother rolling up right now.
Copy that.
What up, Jeff?
Welcome. How we doing?
There's your mic right there. Suella. And jump on in here.
How we doing today? Good to see you. All right.
It's an exciting day. Today's an exciting day, huh?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
We super excited, man. You're here, so we pumped right now. You know what I mean?
To have you today on this beautiful documentary that's going to be today and featured today. Is there anything that's special to you about this documentary to do?
I'm looking forward to taking that road back to the memory days of what we actually, lived. That's going to play on the screen.
Wow.
Some of the stories that's going to be shared that a lot of people didn't know.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
We all are.
Looking forward to some of the people's questions. Other than that, just here, just enjoy, just like you guys are.
Well, we glad to have you here. It's a blessing to be here today. Yeah.
Is there any other future projects that you have going on right now that you want to do or you're going to do?
There's just the shows continue. This is going to come out in November for the holidays.
Okay.
We put a lot of time and energy into this, and we just want people to, know the legacy of Intro still lives on. Rest in peace to Kenny Green.
God
And
bless.
Yes.
It's a fact.
So we wanted to say thank you again, and I appreciate you being live here.
All right.
Black and Spanish home.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we just want to say thank you for taking the time out to come out.
Thank you.
Thank you to Pipe TV for just allowing me to
That's right.
Awesome.
Super opportunity.
All right.
So this is Pipe TV. We'll be right back. You guys stay tuned. Welcome back. Talk about it.
I'm Jeff. How y'all doing? I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Can I take the moment to introduce the director?
Please do.
I feel it in my heart that I just have to do this. I just want to give a shout out to the director, Jason Evans.
Appreciate
He's
you.
doing an outstanding job. All his work is phenomenal. If I had the chance to work with any director in the world, I would have still chose Jason. I've known him for over 30 years, but I still,
Appreciate that.
it's not because I've known him that long. It's because of his work. Things
Gotcha.
like Love, Old AF, the Jay Billion story, all his films speak for themselves, and I'm happy that he's a part of the Enter documentary.
I'm grateful to be a part of it.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah,
So,
grateful. No, you go good. It's all good. I've known these guys for 30 years, and like I said, they embraced me like a brother when they first got on. I've been running with them forever, and so to me, the story, I watched the story unfold, and I just wanted to see it actually come to life. And I was talking about the story with my daughter, and I was like, we got to do that documentary. I reached out to Jeff and Buddy, and we met in Manhattan one day, and we talked about it for like an hour and a half, and then we just got the ball rolling, and like literally a year and a half worth of work of bouncing around the country. It's special because these dudes, I love them like family. I remember Kenny when, and we were all in the same, struggle trying to get things going with business and music and entertainment. And like I said, just to see their story develop was watching my story develop parallel to theirs. So that's why this story meant so much to me.
that's a fact. Now, let me ask a funny question.
Okay.
Do you guys still remember all the lyrics to the songs?
That's these guys. Look, I watched them do it, and
I mean, not to say that you would forget, but I haven't forgotten. But it's been a minute. I'll just be curious. Yeah, you never had a show where you, for a moment, lost the word and just jump right back into it.
It's never happened.
That's what's up.
It's never happened.
That's what's up.
Classic lyrics. You can't forget that stuff.
100%.
I would be a fan. Their music is really good.
Yeah.
I'm a Kenny Green fan. I'm a Jeff Sanders fan. I'm a Buddy Wike fan. I'm an intro fan.
Talk about it. We all intro fans here.
Most underrated group in the 90s.
I don't think they're underrated. That I will leave to opinion. I don't hold them underrated. I held them at high standards.
But they should be held at a higher standard.
They should.
They should. To me, they should be up there with the Jodeci's and with the SWVs and all the groups that have been out there at the same time.
Yeah.
Their first album's a classic.
But technically, they should have been past them, if you ask me. All due respect, I think they were a little bit higher than that.
Fair enough.
Because they're what gave the harmony to the music before the Jodeci and all of them came along.
I agree. And
You know,
so
I
you
was
say
still
so
singing
you
those.
saying what I'm saying.
Facts.
They're underrated.
That's
like
why
I
I'm
said.
here.
They're the true unsung story.
100%.
Yeah, they're the true unsung.
100%.
So.
I'm honored just to be here to see it unfold. My goodness.
When Stevie Wonder gave us the thumbs up, it was amazing. It was Kenny Green's birthday. We went over to Stevie's house, spent the day with him. He brought Kenny a birthday cake, gave him a gift, called over Terrence Trent D'Arby and Johnny Gill, and we just had a big party at his crib. So, yeah, God bless Stevie Wonder.
He beat me in air hockey
He
twice.
beat you in air hockey twice.
Not your game, huh?
Yeah.
It's not his game.
I'm so excited that we get ready to go and watch the premiere.
Yeah.
Facts.
And I'm excited. Thank you guys.
I'm back.
Appreciate all your time. Yes.
I'm excited.
Thank you. Thank you for everything. Appreciate you.
Stay tuned to Pipe TV.
We'll be right back.
All right, we're here back live here at Stewart's Cinema Cafe. And we have Mook here.
Hey.
That's right. Mr. Mook.
Straight from South Carolina, baby.
I have a very curious question. I'm pretty sure everybody's curious about.
Yes.
How did you get the name Mook?
Oh Lord, it was just a child, like a teenage nickname. A homeboy just gave me the name and it stuck. And then I think when I started making records, it somehow transferred over. I don't even remember how it stuck, but it stuck for some years now. So the Mookie, Mook Daddy, all that. You see him on records, you know.
Copy.
Yeah. Nice.
So, tell us, what role do you play in our documentary today of Intro? Talk to us.
So Buddy and Jeff and Kenny, R.I.P., my brother, all three of these guys, they were actually instrumental when I first got in the music business. I produce and write songs, but before I had my first big break, which was with the Backstreet Boys, Buddy, basically, he's like a brother to me. He took me under his wing, like they was popping, like, I mean, this is at their height, and he kind of just endorsed me. So he got me out there in front of people. Like, nobody's really checking for me. I was just this kid from South Carolina trying to make music. But Buddy was like, yo, we're going to go to this TLC thing. We're going to go to this, that. You coming with me. So when he did that, then people started being like, yeah, who's that guy? Who's that kid? So,
how much does this documentary mean to you?
It's everything. These guys, I don't want to use the word underrated because everyone in the business respects them. Everyone, they got fans around the world. But still, the legacy they left in R&B is beyond. From Mary J. writing her first, the classic Mary J. album 411 to their albums, to their hit songs.
Just for groups in general.
Yes, R&B groups. You ask an R&B group where they got there.
Oh no, they was the beginning.
Yeah.
That's hence Intro.
Yes. Hey, very good, very good. Yeah.
They were the beginning, I tell you.
Yeah.
So, I was just saying thank you for coming. Thank you
my
for
pleasure.
allowing me to be in your presence.
Hey, ditto. I love y'all, man.
Here for all the love and support, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's my brothers. Love them. Yeah.
Man,
awesome.
I can't wait. This has been Pipe TV. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Pipe
guys,
TV.
stay tuned.
All right, hi, we're back. This is Pipe TV. We're live from Stewart's Cinema Cafe, and we have the amazing artist,
Change Your Faces, Reefy from Change Your Faces.
Oh, yes. We just had an amazing documentary. Did you enjoy this?
I did.
I know I did. It was so amazing.
Yes.
I learned so much more about Intro that I didn't even know.
That's interesting facts, though. For real.
Wow.
Really.
It was something heartfelt from everybody that was watching.
Definitely.
Music from that era.
Yes.
Listen to music in the 90s era.
Yeah, absolutely.
Deeply.
Did you have any questions that you didn't get a chance to ask? Because we didn't even know you were coming.
I know. Did I have any deep questions? I can't say I really had anything deep because they kind of answered all of them for me as I was watching. Like when I was watching it, it was like, oh, okay, so you answered that question already.
Right. Like I had a question, I was like, oh, okay, there you go.
Right.
That was it.
Right. But they're very, very, very well respected group. Like Intro, like that whole feel. Like
that whole
with
vibe.
the whole vibe,
energy.
They're a vibe. And like when they were talking about the whole Jodeci and how everybody kind of piggybacked off of it. Yes.
You can tell. You can see it.
Absolutely. You can see it.
It's evident.
Yes, it's evident. You can see it. We need that back. We need that vibe back. Yes, my voice is going. Yes, we got a show next week. In the 6th in the Carolines. I wish I had the venue information, but look for it on Instagram. It will be posted soon. We're definitely on
following you. We thank you for coming out. Thank you for taking the time. You could have been anywhere else, and we appreciate you.
Yes, thank you guys.
This is live here at Stewart Cafe, Cinema Cafe, Pipe TV.
Peace.
Welcome to a new and exciting season of Pipe TV. You are now watching Pipe TV, where Photography Inside Plus magazine comes to life.
So we're going to get to this Q&A. What I just want you guys to do, we got about 10 minutes to do the Q&A, so if you just raise your hand, stand up, speak nice and loud, and I'm going to take these questions. I just want to say really quickly, Steve did an awesome job, brother. Awesome job, brother. So we're going to get this started. If you got a question, raise your hand. And, yes, sir, in the back with the Bronx shirt.
Yep, definitely. I got a question for both of you, actually. When you both found out about Kenny's condition and everything was going on, how at that moment in time, because we're talking about what, the early 2000s, late 90s? I'm not sure exactly when.
2000.
2000? How, I mean, at that time it was pretty much out there. Maria Davis was an advocate for it from that young days. We kind of knew what the situation was. But how did it hit you guys early on in the early 2000s?
Give it up for Miss Sanders. Oh, that's Jeff Butler.
So to answer the question on my part, when we found out about his sickness, or even let's go before that, when we found out about his lifestyle, somebody actually approached us in LA and asked us how we felt about it. You know, we was like,
wow.
So? Like, it was like, it didn't affect us at all. Like, that was our brother. Like, we didn't get why people felt that it was a secret to hide or stuff like that. But then when you think about back in those days, people were closed-minded, they would judge you, they would oust you, they would do anything. But we didn't look at him, we didn't see that. You know, what people was afraid of.
He kept his life to himself. You know, shout out to Kenny Green. He never, you know, tried to introduce us to his lifestyle and stuff like that, or put it out in the open. And even if he had, I looked at it like, you know, yeah, it would have just been total respect and stuff like that. But he kept his life to himself, and he's a really good guy, you know. Funny guy. Jokester. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. He's a comedian, and if he wasn't a singer, he probably would have been a very successful comedian. Yeah. You know, rest in peace, Kenny Green.
I have a question. When you guys were going through your problems with the record label, and when Kenny was there and he had his friend there and you didn't know what was going on, the guy screaming at you, cursing you out there, you know, signing paper, like what actually happened that got you dropped from the label?
I think I'll answer this question because there was some meetings where I tried to everybody up. I was throwing chairs, ripping phones out the wall. Well, you know, I wasn't having it. And I just wanted, you know, that really wasn't my personality, but I wanted what was best for intro, and I saw what people was trying to take advantage of us, and I wasn't having it.
Copy that. I agree with you.
I would like to
Sister right here. 1 second.
Maureen Singleton, manager at SWV.
When you guys, to piggyback off of what he said, was Craig Calvin and those trying to get Kenny to do a solo album without you guys? Or what
No, Craig wasn't trying to get Kenny to. Her question was Craig at Atlantic Records trying to get Kenny to do a solo album? They weren't trying to get Kenny to do a solo album. I recommended to Kenny after the first album, because that was the trend in the music industry that time, that he do a solo album, and I felt like we would get more production and stuff, and then we come back to intro. He didn't want to do a solo album. Columbia Records offered him a solo album. He was going to be their Kenny Lattimore, but Kenny turned the deal down so that we could go back and do the New Life album.
Yes, ma'am.
Good day, congratulations. Will we see any new music from intro?
Any new music coming?
Any new music? We've recorded so much new music, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. We actually performed last night.
I was there.
You was there? I don't know who was there. I thought Jason was. I told Jason called me this morning. He's like, "Yo, buddy, man, I'm sorry I didn't make it." I was like, "What are you talking about? I was talking to you last night." That's the type of party it was last night.
It was a party.
But they just want to hear the classics. We record all the time. We was in the studio last week working on a song called "You Broke My Heart Again." No one wants to hear that. They want to hear Love Thing, Let Me Be the One, Come Inside, Ribbon in the Sky. And even when we go out to do these shows, we've been touring pretty good. We got a nice little tour going right now. We're Changing Faces.
In the house.
Changing Faces. Yes. Oh, what's up? Changing Faces is in the house. Shout out. Yeah. Yes, sir. See, nobody told me that. So we got a nice little tour going with them, and Shy. You know, some of the 90s groups. But when we perform our songs and we put on a new song, then you see the reaction. People gonna be like, "I'll be right back and go to the bathroom." It gives them a break because they don't know the song. And you know, we love to make new music, but we have to find that vehicle where it's gonna go. We're probably gonna end up NFTing them as opposed to trying to get them on radio and mainstream like that.
Okay, I have One more question before we have to wrap up. But I did make a comment, though. That's not true, because on the Kerry's Corner radio show, we're syndicated in 9 different cities. Higher by intro is in heavy rotation.
Yeah.
So we're playing the record in 9 different cities in 2 different countries. So keep the new music coming. Right? Yeah. We support that, right? We support new music. This sister in the back, and then we got one final question from the...
I started working with Intro on this project literally almost 10 years ago. We started talking about doing a project called The Rail. And The Rail was supposed to show what Intro would have done if they had stayed together, almost like an alternate timeline, like Back to the Future. So we started talking about it, we got off of it, and then like literally, like 2 years ago, we met up in Manhattan. My daughter and me were talking about the project and just talking about the group. And I said, yo, we really got to do this documentary. So I reached out to them and I said, let's go ahead and finally do the doc. And so we met up in Manhattan, we sat down, we kind of like had notepads out, took notes, started writing down the story and started working from there. I know the brothers since, what, 92 or something like that?
Yeah, I used to work at Columbia Artist Management with my sister Hazel. That's how much.
Yeah, so me and Hazel used to work together. Hey, Hazel, you know you out there. So we used to work at Cammy together. Met Buddy, Jeff, Kenny then, and throughout the years we was always rolling together. I kind of moved away. When I came back, the group had already disbanded, and then we reconnected in the 2000s. And then, like I said, this project was, to me, this is one of the most underrated groups. I keep saying that. It's one of the most underrated groups in music. If you look at the documentary, there's some things that we didn't even touch on because I didn't want to ruffle too many feathers politically. But when it comes down to it, yeah. Look, Puff took a lot of that style from Jodeci, a lot of the style from Mary, all of that stuff comes from Intro. Intro were the originators of that style. And they put it together, and like I said, they kind of left off the names that should be mentioned. You hear people, whenever you see somebody put their video up online, you see a million comments talking about, oh, I love them, they're my people. But you don't see enough people in the industry giving them the flowers they deserve, and I'm telling you, they deserve the flowers they got. So I was gonna make sure the project got done one way or the other. Look, I flew all around the country with me and my camera and my mic.
Did an awesome job, man. We love you, man. You did an awesome job. Thank you for sharing our story with the world.
It had to be said, it had to be told, so that was it.
Dwayne Juice Moore, Kangela, his wife, Imogen, the press here. I want to thank y'all for coming out. It's so important for us that y'all can share our story with the world. Norm Adams, one of my favorite artists. Your mom, next. Okay, we got a late start, so we got to bounce. Miss Sanders, I love you. I see Val, Jeff's sister right there. I see her daughter right there, who's a fantastic dancer. Don't hate it, y'all prosper. Maureen Singleton. Super duper been managing me. She used to give me $12,000. She got me $12,000 a track to do demos for Terrell Hicks. I made more money producing for Maureen Singleton than I did for my own group. Al, thanks for coming out. Crystal, everybody, my friends here. She flew here from Tennessee. I met her 30 years ago. She has a sister, she has a daughter, and her sister who's an Olympian athlete and also the head track coach at University of Illinois, correct? Northern Illinois. And all the way in the back, I see my god sister, my sister Hazel, her friend Tony, Marvina, Renee. Stop. John, I see John. I see you, Deb. Deb is going like this. I see you, Deb. And I see Angie, her friend from college. And I know I got to shut up. Francis, I love you. Miss Cardi, Knicks fans, everybody, Dwayne Jr. friend, Erica. Huh? Chris, and I'm out. I love y'all. Okay. Linux Colonics. If you need your ass cleaned out. Linux Colonics. That's the owners right there. Get your stomach cleaned out. All right.
Okay, so Jeff, I guess you got 30 seconds. I got 30 seconds. I want to give a shout out to Buddy. Remember the group first of all. Rest in peace to Green. Rest in peace to my brother that just passed away. Rest in peace to my other 2 brothers that passed away in the past. But shout out to my mom who made me. Mama Sanders, yeah. Shout out to my sister Valerie and my little niece, Malaysia. And shout outs to you and you and you. I'm gonna love. Thank you. I love you all, y'all. And last but certainly not least, Jay. Oh, I'm sorry. And shout out to Jason. My bad. Jason. And one more. Shout out to the person that take all the ass kickings recently around us. And I even gave us some hell too. And I want to give a shout out to Karen. I see you in the back now. Her name is Sonia. So Sonia been taking a lot of ass kicking for us, yo. And it's because of Sonia, who her teacher, Maureen Singleton. You need to stand up, Maureen. I need you to stand up. Because the importance of Maureen, if y'all know SWV, that's the lady that made that group. Alright? Shout out to my homegirl. Changing faces, I love y'all. And really, yeah. So, again, y'all, I love y'all, man. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. Steve Manning, I love you, man. So, Jay, you have 15 seconds, and we're already behind.
First of all, I want to thank my wife and my family because I'm always doing something crazy. They always here to support me. We went out and we did what we had to do. Appreciate Jeff and Buddy and what you guys did. You brought to the table. Bigger than anything I could have seen. My favorite group of the 90s. One thing everybody else here, Sonia. We misspelled her name mistakenly again on this. So, and I said, my apologies. But love to everybody. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming out and thank you for watching.
Everybody, please do me a favor and exit. Please listen to me. Please listen to me.
It'll be out November. It'll be out Thanksgiving weekend, November. I don't know the date right off the head, but it'll be on Amazon, so you guys will be able to watch it on Amazon Prime. So please support it. Just check us out. I'm gonna let them go because I know they gotta close up. Thank you for coming out.